That limb has been broken and twisted right around. Look at that. Got a little tree branch suspended there in the nook. The old straight six, look at that. So I'm just here in one of the smaller forests in the Brisbane area. It's pretty, there's been some reports of yowies in this area, so I thought I'd just come and check it out. You don't have to go too far off the track. Just start finding some little telltale signs. There's another one down here. That looks like an old twisted break. It's regrown and survived. Little shoots coming off that branch. Now, as you might be able to hear, there's plenty of road noise. So there's some major thoroughfares not too far away. And it's a pretty well built up area, so be interesting to see what we find. I don't imagine there'd be too much in terms of game here, as in pigs and deer. Probably kangaroos and wallabies, but what's this up here? Got a little tree branch suspended there in the nook. Hopefully the GoPro will get close enough to that. You can see there's a little nubbin, a little baby branch coming off that trunk, and it's just placed right across there. I'll go on the other side and see what it's like. Yeah, and that looks like it's been placed in there. Look at that, there's like a little, like a hole or a knot, and that's just been put, the end's just been put in there, running across. And then in that little nubbin, now my arm's at full stretch, so that's probably at least 7 foot, 5, somewhere in there. So that little nubbin where the branch is going through would be, yeah, I'd probably go close to 9.5 foot. So we've got another nice size tree break here. It's been snapped, I mean a long time ago. But it's placed on an old branch that's been laid down, and then you've got a couple of little snaps here. There's a little sapling break there, and then you've got 2 green arched branches that are tucked down underneath that. I don't know if you can see that one. There's 2. There's this one here, and then there's another one just at the back, rising up and over and then dropping down, and both of the tips go underneath. And I've got an ant. Green ant. Wait, get off of there. You have to forgive me, I'm also holding onto a coffee. Could be another break there, just pointing down. Odd looking stick to be in this area. Yeah, that one's poked into the ground too, look at that. I'll leave it as it was. Oh Yowie, what do you eat in here? I don't believe there'd be pigs. I don't believe there'd be deer. What sort of protein do you eat from in this area? Hopefully not humans. It's a car body. There's a break there. Those two cross over like an X on the horizontal, and then that one there's snapped as well. Yeah, look at this, it's an old car body. Judging by the tail light, looks like an old Kingswood. It's seen better days. The old straight six, look at that. I reckon it was a Kingswood. Looks like it's been here for a few decades. Got the bell housing, transmission there, and the roof's pretty cactus. So I'm going to head down as low as I can go, see if I can find a watercourse. You can probably hear by the traffic there's a motorbike go past before. So there's a pretty decent sized break. Very, very old. But judging by the height and the thickness of the tree, it'll be a good 3 inches in diameter. Now I just heard some bouncing over there, so there might be a wallaby or a kangaroo. I'll head up that way now. See if I can see what sort of critters are in this area. Wouldn't you believe it, I just turned the camera off and was heading off to my right, and then I saw Mr. Wallaby. There he is, there's two, there's a baby one there, and then the mama was a little bit ahead. She was watching me, she's there, I can see her ears. She's looking at me right now. I don't know if the GoPro's going to pick her up from that distance. That's a good 45 metres. Hey Mama Wallaby. Well, there's a prey item for the Yowie, so hopefully you're not on the dinner menu tonight. See ya. I'm no harm. And then the little baby Joey's at the back, in behind those two big trees. I don't think the GoPro's going to even pick that up. I'm no threat. Hey? Mama's off to the right of the big tree in the dead centre at the back there. Yeah, it looks so small on the screen. She's facing me, only about 2.5, 3 metres off to the right, and then Joey's in between the other two trees. And I can hear people behind me on the walking track. Hey girl, How close are you going to let me get to you? She's watching her Joey intently. Hey girl. Yeah. It's not a gun, it's a GoPro. It's not going to harm you at all. Hey. You better hunker down because there's some rain on the way. Big storms tomorrow and even tonight. I'm not chasing you. She looks to be just as curious as me. I'm not after you, Joey. Hey girl. You're pretty tolerant. Hey? Little one's off. Mum's like, what are you doing? If I go around to the right, it's too exposed and she'll hop away real quick. But if I stay with the trees in between us, she might feel a bit safer. I don't mean you no harm. I don't mean you no harm. Hopefully the GoPro's catching it. There you go. See ya. Bye. Now they're both together. She's on the right of that tree and the little Joey's on the left. Hey! Go on, little one. I'll leave you be. I'll just come around the flank. I don't know what to think of me. She's probably thinking, hey, people don't usually come over this way. Hey, little ones. The little one's there, dead centre of the screen. Hello. And Mum is there too. Hello. Alright, I'll leave you in peace. Little cuties, aren't you? Hey? You watch out for them big bad nasty yowies. Alright, I'll let you go. Got a nice tree break here. It's a good height. And then we've got a break up here as well. That one could be natural. Once the branches get a bit of weight on them, the base can give way. But I've also noticed a nice pile of tree trunks. Oh, here we go, look at this one. That one's in the ground. But look at these ones over here. That one, this base has got sodden with water and either just fallen over off to the side of the hill, and then this one's come down as well. Yeah, it could be natural. There's definitely a few other little breaks up there that are pretty interesting. And this one stands out. I mean, just a little bit of a clearing. Got a nice decent size tree branch here, just leaning up against these other two. And I'm pretty confident that that's not a root system. Look at that. So it's been broken off and then just pushed into the ground. But I am going to put that back in place now. Oh, there goes my coffee. As near as I can get it. And there's another tree down there that's got a fair old break on it. It's a pretty decent sized tree, and I'd be interested to see if it was from one of our hairy friends. Nah, that's just natural fire damage. But this looks like a good spot for a trail cam. Some nice little trackways through here. Plenty of deadfall. I'm just hoping there isn't any walking tracks down this way. Hopefully this is all just scrub. Now this forest, you have to be out of here by 6 PM, which seems to be the norm when you come into these areas, in the high density living areas. They seem to lock the gate and have everyone out by dusk, which I think is a safety feature. Because if you happen to be strafing around here in the night time by yourself, you could easily encounter something you're not supposed to. And I'm always looking up in the trees. Nice little section in here. A suspended branch. Could have snapped and then fallen and got caught in there possibly, yeah. Or not. I wonder if they'll... Now I'm in a slightly more built up area where I'm not hearing as much road noise, so it's obviously a little bit deeper into the forest. And then you see this sort of stuff. So I believe that that might have been a tree that sprouted off in two different sections like a fork, and then what they've done is broken them both in almost opposite directions, not quite. But you've got one big limb going down that way. And then you've got another limb going down that way. Got a bit of paper bark off there. Oh, spider. Just looking for any claw marks. Nada. Ah, the train. Hold off on the rain just for a bit longer. It's looking very dense in there, so I'm about to head in that way and hopefully might find a watercourse. There's a bit of paper bark hanging off the side of that tree at waist high. And another tree break in the background. That one more than likely looks natural. You can see the way the base of that trunk where it sprouts out has been stressed and just broken naturally with the weight of that branch. Gotta wonder if there's any pigs in here. Plenty of little trackways from smaller animals. And there's that much cloud cover today, it's hard to get my bearings. Can't really use the sun too much. And is that poked into the ground? No, that's all right, that's a root system. Now I'm right in the thick stuff, or the overgrown area, and I found that. Now it's only a small branch, pretty easy to break. Could have been a deer easily if they are deer here. It's not too strong a branch, but if there's no deer, I can't imagine what other critters in this bush would do that. Scrub turkey nest. Good work, buddy. There's a few hours involved there. Alright, punters, tell me this is natural. That limb has been broken and twisted right around. Look at that. Snapped with force and twisted down. It's old. It's been there for eons, but that is not a natural occurrence. That has been twisted. I have stumbled across a creek. I haven't even got there yet, so I don't know if it's got water in it. But before I get there, I'm on a track, like a mountain bike track. And I see off to the right here, we've got a snapped paper bark. or gum tree. And then we've got another bigger tree just pushed right over in the same direction as this one. Could that be a little indicator saying don't go any further in that way? I might come back to that, but now that I've found this creek, I want to see if there's any water in there. Oh, there's a pond. Cool. And I think a trail cam's going to go there. Looks like we've got another tree break over here. So we've got some fallen limbs, that's pretty natural. They look like they've just got caught up on the way down. This one here, probably same deal. It's not actually got a stump. So that's okay, that's probably natural. But seeing as we've got water over here, I think that might be a good little spot for a trail cam. I've just got to work out where to set it up so nobody else finds it and steals it, because I hate people nicking my trail cams. And this is interesting. We're in a little section of forest where you've got one sort of species of tree. I don't know what these ones are. I'm not too good with my tree species, but then all of a sudden you've got this type of one placed here that stands out. I mean, yeah, of course it's big enough to be lifted up by a human and placed, but it just seems a little peculiar. There's no other trees in the vicinity that look like that one. That's almost like a gum, some type of gum, blue gum or thereabouts, and it's been moved over this way. Then we've got another break over here. With a bit of a twist. So I've opted not to do the trail camera near that little watering hole, purely because it's too close to a track and the odds of somebody finding my camera and stealing it are just too high, and I can't risk losing another $100 odd worth of stuff. But if I can find a nice water track, water course somewhere a bit more remote, I will set the trail camera up and the gifting station. So there's another break there. So it's been broken and then just placed on this tiny little fork. Look at that, barely enough to hold it. Snap, and then just rested. And then this one looks like it's even been twisted as well. So it's June the 3rd, we're now into winter, even though it's a beautiful balmy day for a winter's day. I just wish there was more water. As I was getting into the heavier, dense forest, I ended up throwing the gloves on just for a bit of peace of mind. You don't have to worry about getting scratched up. There's two big branches that are tapered into each other. Let's go check that out. Ah, that one's got blue tape on it, so there must be orienteering, and the other one there as well. There must be orientation in here. A little bit of blue tape, and then oh, there's one at the back as well. A little bit of blue tape there, and then on the one at the back. I wonder if they do the orientation at night. There's a little branch suspended across a fork. Could be natural. It's at a bit of height, but absolutely could have fallen. Got a nice tree break here. And one down here. And then a big ass termite nest over here. Look at the size of this thing. It's going to be taller than me. There's a good branch upside down. Yeah, it could have fallen from that one there. Looks like the same species. Hasn't been shunted into the ground. It's just fallen naturally. Another orientation marker. And then a humongous termite mound. And here's a pretty freshie. Maybe within the last couple of weeks or months. The wood's still looking pretty healthy there. Yeah, smallish tree. But as you can see, it's quite overgrown in there. Now I think there's a ridge up over there. I'm going to try and head for that one. See what I can find in there. Looks to me like that was a pretty healthy tree when it was snapped. No real termite damage there. I mean, it was broken quite a while ago, but it's a big size. And as you can see, there's a little walking track just there. So I'm up on the top of a ridge line. It looks like what's to be a mountain bike track through here. And I've already found a little orientation tag, a little silver tag that was just pushed into the bark. Looks like the nail had rusted away and then fallen away. So it's not wise to set up a trail camera here. And I think I can see another little silver tag down here. Yep, little orientation tag. So I think this area is just too populated with human traffic to risk setting up. There's another one there on that tree. So this must be a little orientation course, I reckon. They're going to be pretty fun at night time to be bashing through here with your headlamps on. So it's just gone 3 PM. I've got a couple more hours before I have to start thinking about getting my way back to the car. I think you can see there's a whole line through there. There's 2 tags through there, one on the right, one on the left, so there must be a little course through that way. There's a trail, main trail, that's pretty wide over there, so I'm going to avoid that one and go back through this, see what I can see. Oh, that looks like a tree break right there. How did I not see that on the first one? Yeah, that one's got a little bit of termite. That's natural. But that one there looks okay. That looks like it's nice and healthy. There's 2 there. Pretty solid looking, isn't it? And then there's another little limb just there broken. Even that, considering that's been broken for ages, it's still pretty well bedded. Alright, so I'm going to head off in there. I've got the gloves on. I've got the long sleeves on. I'm not liking my chances of finding much more water. Oh, there's a track right there, look at that. Too many tracks in here. There's another break. See the height of that one, if there's deer and pigs in this park, you could easily do the height of one of those. And the thickness. Yeah, it's a nice wide track, pretty popular. Oh, these ones are new. Yeah, okay. Hello, hello, hello. There's 3 breaks all in the same direction. Heading off, I'd say that's probably it's a southwesterly direction. Sun's going, well, has been over my left shoulder. We've got another nice break there, all splintered up, but the actual branch is gone. And then we've got another, oh, that's it there. So they were definitely done by something. Now that's too big for deer. Too thick a branch for a deer to break. They got a strong neck, but I doubt they'd break a branch that thick. And there's way too many of these breaks up here. Very, very old. But you can see that one is broken, and then this one's been pushed over, so this larger beam is sitting on it, and then we've got another one just up there, broken only about a foot off the ground. Very old again. Some nice tall timber up here. And as some of you may have been aware, if you've been researching this subject for a while, the old possibility of Yowies, Bigfoot, Sasquatch being able to cloak is always in the back of your mind. They could be just hanging out in these trees right above me now, and I wouldn't even be. So I found a nice little rocky headland up here. Didn't even know this was here, so I'm going to head up there, see what sort of elevated position I can get to. I'm just going to leave the camera recording while I walk up there. Now, before I started recording, I did drop to one knee and said a little prayer, just advising our hairy friends that I'd come in peace, I'm no threat, I don't mean them any harm. Oh, look at this, there's a trail. A trail right here, nice wide one. Geez, this place reminds me of Girraween. Oh, the water tower. Well, that might just give away my position to any locals that know the area. Oh, there's a break there. So my intuition is telling me that a lot of the tree breaks I'm going to encounter are going to be facing in that direction. Sun's setting over that way, so that's the west. That's the east. So let's head up there and have a little squizzy. There's some pretty awesome rock structure up here. If I was a big piggy, I'd be hanging around up here. Look at that. That'll be a nice little lair for something. Access on the other side, so you can bail at the other end should any predators come. Got a little thoroughfare here. Something's using this. I thought I heard a kid then. Maybe there's a track. You can hear the train. I wouldn't mind betting there's a track just up there. Dun dun dun, look at that. Monstrosity. Wonder if you'll have to climb it. I can see a camera there on a pole. Cool. I reckon that'll be probably a good 30-35 metres, maybe 40. Yeah, look at that, there's a track there I reckon. Damn it. Oh well. I reckon come dusk when the gates are closed, this might be a popular little spot. I'd love to know what that camera picks up. So I have been to this location many years ago, probably would be 13-14 years ago, but I was just a Tommy tourist, just walking the dirt tracks and pretty much sticking to the trails. There's a track up here. This should give me a bearing of where I am. Would be awesome if we could get up there. Imagine the views. There's a, looks like an osprey nest on that top platform. You can see all the sticks. Right, hey Mr. Crow. Well, it's feeling very ominous rain-wise. I might check the bomb and see what the rain clouds are doing. Hello, Mr. And I'm doing the walkout and come across a nice big fallen limb. I can hear a motorbike off my right shoulder, so the road's not too far away, a couple of k's, if that. There's a trail over there, but I'm just going to bash down through here and see if I can cut through, come down off the mountain. I just checked the bomb radar station radar site, and there's a big patch of rain cloud coming through. So I don't want to be in here for too much longer, unless I want to get saturated. Oh, kangaroo, wallaby. So there is a protein source here for them. There he goes. Jeez, he's off to the left. I know that all I seem to be catching is all these tree breaks. They just seem to stand out, just like in the other areas that I've been exploring. Same type of breaks, all various heights, thicknesses, diameters. Just gives me more And more evidence that I think they're here. Just very elusive, as we all know. And it's break central up here. So we've got a break there, and then the one behind, which is quite, I'm going to go over there. I mean, that's old, but that's clearly a break. You can see there's twists in that. And then over here I saw one as well. Yeah, there we go. And look, there's a trail marker right there. So, you know, I'm only 40 metres off the track. Oh, it's about 6 foot, 6'2". And I thought, yeah, there's another one over here. Oh, this is... Right, so that's where I just came from. That's still connected. Excuse me, ants.